Article 1. The development and impact of solar-powered transportation. The growing concerns regarding climate change and environmental degradation have catalyzed the search for sustainable alternatives in various sectors, particularly in transportation. Solar-powered transportation systems have emerged as a promising solution to reduce reliance on fossil fuels and mitigate greenhouse gas emissions. The development of solar energy technologies, coupled with advancements in transportation infrastructure, offers a potential pathway toward a more sustainable future. This article explores the evolution of solar-powered transportation, its current applications, and the implications for both the environment and society. The concept of solar-powered transportation is not entirely new. The earliest solar vehicles were developed in the 1970s, primarily as experimental prototypes. These initial designs, such as solar-powered cars and boats, demonstrated the feasibility of harnessing solar energy for mobility. However, they faced significant limitations, including low efficiency and limited battery storage capacity. As technology progressed, researchers and engineers began to explore innovative solutions, improving the efficiency of solar panels and energy storage systems. This progress laid the groundwork for the integration of solar power into various transportation modalities. In recent years, there has been a notable increase in the commercialization of solar-powered vehicles. Companies around the world are developing solar cars, buses, and even trucks, demonstrating the viability of solar energy in everyday transportation. For instance, solar buses are being deployed in cities like Los Angeles and Hamburg, offering an eco-friendly alternative to traditional diesel-powered public transport. These solar vehicles are equipped with advanced photovoltaic panels that convert sunlight into electricity, which is then used to power electric motors. This shift not only reduces carbon emissions, but also enhances energy independence. The benefits of solar-powered transportation extend beyond environmental sustainability. The integration of solar energy into the transportation sector can lead to substantial economic advantages. For example, the operational costs of solar vehicles are generally lower than those of fossil fuel-powered vehicles, primarily due to reduced fuel expenses and maintenance costs. Furthermore, the decentralized nature of solar energy production allows individuals and businesses to generate their own power, decreasing dependence on external energy suppliers and enhancing energy security. Consequently, investments in solar transportation technologies may stimulate economic growth and job creation in the renewable energy sector. Despite the promising developments, several challenges remain in the widespread adoption of solar-powered transportation. One major hurdle is the initial cost of solar technology, which can be prohibitively high for consumers. While the price of solar panels has decreased significantly over the years, the overall investment required for solar vehicles remains a barrier to entry for many potential users. Additionally, the efficiency of solar panels is affected by weather conditions and geographical location, limiting the practicality of solar transportation in some regions. Addressing these challenges requires ongoing research and development, as well as supportive policy frameworks to encourage investment in solar infrastructure. Another critical aspect of solar-powered transportation is the potential for technological innovation. Advances in battery technology, such as the development of solid-state batteries and energy-dense lithium-ion batteries, are pivotal in enhancing the performance of solar vehicles. Improved battery storage capabilities will enable solar vehicles to store excess energy generated during sunny periods, making them more reliable for daily use. Furthermore, innovations in smart grid technology can facilitate the integration of solar vehicles into existing energy systems, allowing for seamless energy transfer between vehicles and the grid. The societal implications of solar-powered transportation are profound. As solar vehicles become more prevalent, they have the potential to transform urban landscapes and reduce air pollution. Cities that prioritize solar-powered public transportation can experience improved air quality, leading to enhanced public health outcomes. Moreover, the shift toward renewable energy sources can foster greater public awareness and acceptance of sustainable practices, encouraging individuals to adopt more environmentally friendly behaviors in other areas of their lives. Additionally, the development of solar-powered transportation aligns with global sustainability goals. The United Nations has established various Sustainable Development Goals (SDGs), many of which emphasize the importance of sustainable cities and communities, climate action, and affordable and clean energy. By investing in solar-powered transportation, nations can make significant strides toward achieving these objectives, thereby contributing to a healthier planet and a more equitable society. In conclusion, solar powered transportation represents a critical step toward a more sustainable future. With advancements in technology and increasing public awareness, the potential for solar energy to revolutionize the transportation sector is becoming increasingly tangible. However, overcoming existing barriers and fostering innovation will be essential to realizing the full benefits of this transformative approach. As nations continue to grapple with the impacts of climate change, solar powered transportation may play a pivotal role in creating resilient and sustainable communities. Article 2. The history and cultural significance of the Sistine Chapel. The Sistine Chapel, located in Vatican City, is one of the most renowned artistic and cultural landmarks in the world. Built between 1473 and 1481 under the direction of Pope Sixtus IV, from whom it takes its name, the chapel was initially intended as a private chapel for papal ceremonies. Over time, it has become famous for its extraordinary artistic contributions, most notably the ceiling frescoes by Michelangelo. These artworks, created between 1508 and 1512, have been praised not only for their artistic brilliance but also for their profound cultural and theological significance. The chapel's architectural design is relatively simple compared to the grandeur of its interior. It follows a rectangular plan, with a barrel-vaulted ceiling and dimensions that mirror the Temple of Solomon as described in the Old Testament. This adherence to biblical proportions was intended to align the spiritual function of the chapel with the religious history of the Jewish temple, creating a symbolic link between Christianity and its Judaic roots. Michelangelo's work on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel is widely regarded as one of the greatest achievements in Western art. The frescoes cover more than 500 square meters of the ceiling and depict 9 scenes from the Book of Genesis, including the creation of Adam and the fall of man. These scenes are framed by a series of prophets, sibyls, female prophets from the classical world and ancestors of Christ. Michelangelo's use of human form, complex postures, and vivid expressions brought new levels of dynamism to religious art, influencing generations of artists. One of the reasons Michelangelo's frescoes resonate so deeply with viewers is their theological depth. The scenes from Genesis not only narrate the biblical story of creation, but also explore themes of human frailty, divine intervention, and salvation. The juxtaposition of prophets from both the Old and New Testaments emphasizes the continuity between the two, reinforcing the Christian belief in the fulfillment of the Old Covenant through the New Covenant established by Christ. Although Michelangelo's ceiling is perhaps the most famous artwork in the Sistine Chapel, it is by no means the only important artistic element. The walls of the chapel are adorned with frescoes by other prominent Renaissance artists, including Sandro Botticelli, Domenico Ghirlandaio, and Pietro Perugino. These frescoes, created before Michelangelo's work, depict scenes from the lives of Moses and Christ, highlighting the parallels between the Old and New Testaments. These works collectively form a comprehensive visual narrative of biblical history. The Sistine Chapel also plays a crucial role in the governance of the Catholic Church. It is the site where the College of Cardinals convenes to elect a new pope during the conclave. The conclave is a highly secretive process, with the cardinals secluded from the outside world until a new pope is chosen. The decision-making process is carried out under the gaze of Michelangelo's Last Judgment, a fresco on the chapel's altar wall completed in 1541. This powerful image of the second coming of Christ serves as a reminder of divine judgment and the weight of the cardinal's decision. Beyond its religious and political functions, the Sistine Chapel has had a significant influence on the broader culture. Michelangelo's work, in particular, has inspired countless artists, writers, and philosophers. The chapel's frescoes have been the subject of numerous studies, not only for their artistic merits, but also for their exploration of human existence, morality, and the relationship between the divine and the earthly. The preservation of the Sistine Chapel has been an ongoing challenge. The frescoes have undergone several restoration efforts, the most significant of which occurred between 1980 and 1994. This controversial restoration removed centuries of grime, soot, and overpainting, revealing Michelangelo's original vibrant colors. While some critics argued that the restoration altered the artist's intended shading and depth, the project was largely hailed as a success, revitalizing the chapel's status as a living masterpiece. Today, the Sistine Chapel remains a symbol of the intersection of art, religion, and politics. It continues to draw millions of visitors each year, offering them not only a glimpse of its historical and artistic significance, but also an opportunity to reflect on the profound questions it raises about humanity and the divine. Article 3. The role of artificial intelligence in crime prevention. Artificial intelligence (AI) has rapidly evolved into a powerful tool across numerous fields, one of the most promising being its application in crime prevention. Law enforcement agencies and private security firms alike have begun incorporating AI technologies to predict, detect, and prevent criminal activities before they occur. From analyzing vast data sets to identifying patterns in criminal behavior, AI role in modern security efforts is becoming increasingly indispensable. However, the integration of AI into crime prevention raises several ethical concerns that must be carefully navigated. One of the key ways AI is being utilized is through predictive policing. This method involves analyzing historical crime data to identify patterns and predict where future crimes are likely to occur. Machine learning algorithms process data from past arrests, socioeconomic indicators, and other variables to forecast crime hotspots. In cities like Los Angeles and Chicago, predictive policing tools have already been implemented with varying degrees of success. While these tools can help allocate resources more effectively, they also face criticism for potentially perpetuating biases found in historical data, leading to disproportionate targeting of marginalized communities. Facial recognition is another AI-driven tool being employed for crime prevention. This technology allows authorities to scan public spaces for individuals on watch lists or those wanted for criminal activities. While facial recognition has led to the capture of fugitives and identification of missing persons, its widespread use has sparked privacy debates. Critics argue that mass surveillance through facial recognition infringes on civil liberties and creates the potential for misuse by authorities. In addition to facial recognition, AI systems can analyze social media platforms to detect potential threats. These systems use natural language processing to scan for posts or messages that indicate criminal intent or planning, such as discussions about weapons or extremist activities. This technique has been especially useful in identifying terrorist plots before they unfold. Nevertheless, concerns about false positives, where innocent individuals are mistakenly flagged as threats, are widespread. AI also plays a significant role in cybersecurity, a domain where crimes like identity theft, hacking, and data breaches are growing in complexity. Machine learning algorithms are capable of detecting anomalies in data traffic and flagging unusual patterns that may signal a cyber attack. AI speed in detecting these threats far surpasses that of human analysts, making it an essential component of modern cybersecurity protocols. However, the rise of AI-driven cybercrime also poses a paradox as hackers increasingly use AI to develop more sophisticated attacks. The benefits of AI in crime prevention are undeniable, but ethical dilemmas loom large. One of the primary concerns is the risk of AI reinforcing existing societal biases. Algorithms are only as good as the data they are trained on, and if that data reflects historical inequalities, AI could exacerbate rather than mitigate social injustices. For instance, predictive policing systems may disproportionately target minority communities, not because of inherent criminal tendencies, but because of historical over-policing in those areas. This raises critical questions about the fairness of AI systems in crime prevention. Another ethical issue is the transparency and accountability of AI decision-making processes. Many AI systems operate as black boxes where the rationale behind a particular prediction or decision is not easily understood by human users. This lack of transparency complicates efforts to hold AI systems accountable when they make incorrect predictions or contribute to wrongful arrests. For crime prevention tools to be accepted by the public, there must be mechanisms in place to ensure that AI operates fairly and justly. Despite these challenges, the AI role in crime prevention continues to expand. Governments and corporations are investing heavily in developing more advanced AI systems that can tackle everything from organized crime to petty theft. With proper regulation, oversight, and ethical guidelines, AI could revolutionize the way societies approach crime prevention. It is crucial, however, to strike a balance between technological innovation and the protection of civil liberties to ensure that AI serves the public good. Article 4. The impact of noise pollution on human health. Noise pollution is an often overlooked environmental issue, but its effects on human health are significant. Defined as unwanted or harmful sounds that disrupt daily activities and well-being, noise pollution has become prevalent in urbanized societies. Sources of noise range from traffic, industrial activities, and construction to daily household activities. The intensity and frequency of these sounds can lead to both short and long-term health problems for individuals who are constantly exposed to high noise levels. The auditory system is the primary part of the body affected by noise pollution. Prolonged exposure to loud sounds, typically above 85 decibels, can result in hearing loss, tinnitus, or ringing in the ears, and auditory fatigue. Over time, this can cause irreversible damage to the cochlea, the organ responsible for converting sound waves into nerve signals, while occupational noise-induced hearing loss is a well-documented concern. Exposure to environmental noise can similarly impair hearing, often without the individual realizing it. Beyond auditory issues, noise pollution has been linked to a variety of cardiovascular problems. Chronic exposure to high levels of noise, particularly during sleep, can cause an increase in blood pressure, leading to hypertension, heart disease, and even stroke. Studies have shown that people living in noisy environments, such as near highways or airports, are more prone to these cardiovascular conditions. This is because noise triggers the body's stress response, releasing hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline, which increase heart rate and constrict blood vessels. The psychological effects of noise pollution are also profound. Exposure to continuous or intermittent noise can lead to stress, anxiety, and sleep disturbances. Sleep is crucial for mental and physical health, and noise disruption during rest can result in insomnia, irritability, and cognitive impairment. Studies indicate that children exposed to noise pollution may experience slow cognitive development, particularly in language and reading skills. This is attributed to the constant distraction and reduced ability to focus in noisy environments. The impact of noise pollution on mental health extends to increased risks of depression and mood disorders. People exposed to high noise levels often report feeling a lack of control over their environment, leading to chronic stress. Additionally, noise pollution can contribute to social isolation, as individuals may avoid outdoor activities or communal areas that are excessively noisy. The cumulative effects of these disruptions can lead to long-term mental health issues. Noise pollution does not affect all populations equally. Vulnerable groups, such as children, the elderly, and those with pre-existing health conditions, are particularly susceptible to its adverse effects. For instance, elderly individuals are more likely to experience hearing loss and cardiovascular strain from noise exposure, while children are at greater risk for cognitive impairment. Furthermore, low-income communities are often located closer to noise sources such as industrial zones or busy roads, exacerbating health disparities. Efforts to mitigate noise pollution include both regulatory measures and personal strategies. Governments in many countries have introduced noise regulations setting permissible noise levels for residential, commercial, and industrial areas. Noise barriers such as walls and vegetation are also used to reduce sound levels in high-traffic areas. On a personal level, individuals can protect themselves by using earplugs, soundproofing their homes, or limiting time spent in noisy environments. Despite these efforts, addressing noise pollution remains a complex challenge. Urbanization continues to expand, bringing more people into contact with noise sources. Public awareness of the health risks associated with noise pollution is still relatively low, making it difficult to galvanize widespread action. Nevertheless, further research and advocacy are essential to highlight the need for better noise control measures and to protect public health from its detrimental effects.